Drills Talk, episode 161. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top 4 reasons you don't need the entire vision. This is based on a blog I wrote in the past entitled Step-by-Step Instructions. We love step-by-step instructions. We go from K through 12. We have step-by-step instructions. We go to college after that, or we start a new job. We have step-by-step instructions of what we need to do to get to where the next step is, right? Real life doesn't usually work that way, especially if you want to be an entrepreneur. So if you want to be an entrepreneur, you need to embrace the fact that you're never going to get the entire vision. And not only that, you don't need the entire vision. Let's go.
Yo, Drills.
Created by the great wizard of the new world.
Drills Talk, episode 161. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top 4 reasons you do not need the entire vision. But before we get started, please like, subscribe, show your love however you would like to show your love. Here, we're an entrepreneurship / mindset motivational channel. Every Monday, there's a new blog. Every Wednesday, a new Drills Talk. Thanks for joining. Thanks for listening. Let's get started. Number one is this isn't elementary school. I mentioned K through 12 in the intro. Life's not that way. I mean, we can try to make it that way as much as we can. We stay in school a little longer. Everything's structured. You know what you need to do to get to where you want to go. But eventually, you finish that. So if you go to college, you finish. If you want to stay longer and you get a PhD, eventually you finish, right? You want to become a doctor, you finish. You need to figure out, okay, well, as a doctor, how am I going to either start my own practice or get into a nice sized hospital, right? If I'm a lawyer, how am I going to join and become partner? There's no one way to become partner, right? You can start your own firm or you can join a firm that's very well known and work your way up. But how do you work your way up? Where's the syllabus, right? Like, there's no syllabus. There's no way to tell you exactly what you need to do. You just need to do it well, 1, work hard to outwork competitors, 2, right? We know that stuff. But as far as elementary school telling you, oh, well, this is the beginning of the school year. At the end of the school year, you need to pass this test. If you pass that test, you get promoted. That's gone. And I know a lot of us find comfort in that because, of course, you grew up that way. Whatever the way is that you grew up, you're going to find comfort in it, even if it was uncomfortable. We didn't necessarily like going to school Monday through Friday, having 2 days off and going back. But as we get older, we kind of accept Monday through Fridays and then having 2 days off and going back, right? It's something we've grown accustomed to. Even though we didn't like it, we accepted it as the norm. But when you're trying to do something that's not so normal, when you're trying to step out of the box, when you're trying to do something that the majority of people are not doing, you're going to find yourself in a situation to where there is no guide. No one can tell you what to do or how to do it because no one has done what you're trying to do as you. Right? There's no structure. So if you're not comfortable with that, you need to get comfortable with that because, again, this is not elementary school. Number two is you will not get it. You're not going to get step-by-step instructions. You're not going to get the entire vision, and you need to embrace that. What do you need the entire vision for? Like, a lot of us go into a goal and we think that, oh, well, I have a plan. Like, that's the entire vision. No, that's your ideal. That's what you want to do. That's what you think you're going to do. But you'll understand as you get into that plan, that plans change. Definitely don't write that plan in pen because that's not going to necessarily occur the way you would see it occurring in your head. What you see is probably happy path, right? How many problems, how many issues, how many setbacks do you have in your plan? Like, nobody writes those in their plan unless it's a seasoned person who's been through it before and trying again. But again, that's an amendment to the original plan, right? Hey, well, I tried before. There was all happy path. Everything was going to go great. I know that that's not going to happen. Let me throw in a few issues, but those issues may not occur. New issues may occur. The issues that you thought would happen may not happen. And right after you think that you're going to be good, after, tackling that hurdle didn't come, another hurdle comes. So there's no comfort, but you don't need comfort. What you need is realizing that this is my thought to be vision, but this is not the whole story. And it's okay that I don't have the whole story because I'm going to learn as I do. Embracing the learn as you do will make it okay if you run into a roadblock. Will make it okay if you have a setback, because you know what? I knew I wasn't going to have the entire vision. You go in knowing you're not in a negative state, but knowing that there's something that I don't know about this, and I'm going to learn the more I, move forward and try to obtain what I'm trying to obtain. See it as a positive. Number three is every journey differs. You can't get the whole story. You can't get step-by-step instructions because everybody's story is different. Everyone's journey is different. So if you are trying to buy an answer from, say, a mentor, or buy an answer from somebody you've seen that had a commercial while you were scrolling up and down one of the social media platforms, you cannot buy an answer. They're not going to give you the whole story anyway. And if they do, it's their whole story and it's not necessarily going to work for you. We all want the microwave, fast, easy. There's no fast and easy. That's why people can nickel and dime you out of a $100 course here, $500 course here, $1,000 course there. If it only costs $1,000 to be successful, everyone would be successful. Everyone will find a way. Even a person without $1,000 would muster up borrowing $1,000 to guarantee that they're going to be successful. But it doesn't work that way. And we tend not to, catch that or see that. If you're going to a course or you're have a mentor, most likely they're not going to give you everything. Now, you may have a mentor who's a relative who's coming out of the industry that you're going into, and they're just going to give you everything. But even when they give you everything, that's their everything. And it's perfect for you that you may understand about one hurdle because they went through it, but you may not have to go through it. That may have been a hurdle that they've only went through because of the time. It was the 90s, and in the 90s you had to do this, but now you have a computer in your pocket and you don't necessarily have to worry about that. So again, every journey differs. Your journey is your journey. If you want the answer, you have to find the answer. You have to move forward. You have to understand that, okay, this is my journey. I know what could happen. My mentor said this may happen. And if it does, great. I have an idea of how to deal with it, but still I have to deal with it. I can't be that person. I can't be my mentor dealing with it. I can't be the YouTube creator that told me that this is what they went through, right? It's great that they shared that. I have an idea of how to deal with something that may come my way, but I'm not them, right? So you're not me. But you're hearing, okay, well, yeah, things can happen. And I'm not going to say what specific can happen because that'll take out half of or more of the people who are watching this, right? I'm going to tell you that things will happen. Things will definitely happen. What may happen to you? Who knows? Everybody's journey is different. It can go great for you and nothing's stepping in your way. And once you get basically arm's length from your goal, everything's in your way. Now, what do? It's up to you. I can't tell you what to do, but what I can tell you is to expect something like that. And that way, when it happens, you're not discouraged. Number four is one step will reveal the next. You go into it knowing you're not going to have the whole story, but you find discomfort in not being quote unquote prepared. Understand that one step will reveal the next. What do you need more than the next step for? You really don't. I know what I want to do. I know the goal. That's great. That's where I'm headed. And I can take one step and it reveals the next step or what I need to do to get to that or take that next step. What more do you need? I mean, most of us are drivers. You're driving and it's raining. You don't have the same vision as you would have if it was a nice, sunny, dry day, right? But you see enough. Your headlights are giving you enough light to where you can comfortably move forward. You may not be moving forward at 70, 75, but you can comfortably move forward at 40, 45. But you can see enough to where you're comfortable moving at that speed, taking that next step. You know where you're going and eventually you get there. What's the problem? Absolutely nothing. Drills Talk, episode 161. These are the top 4 reasons you do not need the entire vision. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's drills.com. Check this shit out. It's Drills.